word is out. In fact, it's supposed to be starting today and continuing through this Sunday. And it has to do with, I got to say, I've not heard, I don't know the last time I really heard of an extensive search that would be going on for the Loch Ness Monster. Yes, the search for Nessie, once again, is in the public eye, especially in Loch Ness. Remember the last time that you might have heard anything about a search for Loch Ness? I mean, it used to be a fascinating thing that used to pop up, it seemed, every so often. But I haven't heard of anything in a long time.
Actually, Nessie moved.
Oh, when did Nessie go?
Got Nessie living in my pond.
No, that was one of the features, one of the reasons why you bought the home, right?
That's right, yeah. It was like my very own Loch Ness Monster.
Well, it says here the latest search will take the place on the 90th anniversary of Sir Edwin Mountain's expedition to find Nessie. And this is going on starting today, May 30th, going on through June 2nd. And the Loch Ness Center, which does a lot of the coordinating and the updates and the housing of searching information, is asking the public to urge and encourage American Space Agency NASA to help in the search for Nessie. Yes, they are hoping that NASA can lend its expertise with technology and updates and such. Amy Todd, who works with the Loch Ness Center, says, "We're hoping that Nessie hunters around the world will help us reach the people at NASA. We're hoping to reach them through the power of social media. We're hoping for their expert guidance and help with their ongoing quest to get answers. We've gone to universities. We're hoping that the experts from NASA might have some advanced imaging technology to help scan the loch. We'd love to talk to them and get NASA here with our search." Again, it starts today, so I don't know if NASA had been contacted, if they're interested, or if they will show up. I have put on the morning team page the probably the most famous picture of Nessie. The one, you know what I'm talking about?
That kind of grainy one.
Yeah. With the big long neck apparently sticking out of the water. Yeah. That's the iconic image. Those, by the way, volunteers are being asked to be part of this search. Volunteers will be tasked to keep an eye on the surface, looking for breaks in the water, briefed on what to look for and how to record findings. Those who are unavailable to make the search in person, you could actually do so through the live cameras when you visit the Loch Ness website. A screening of Loch Ness, They Created a Monster, a documentary exploring the monster hunting frenzy in the late 70s and 80s will also be taking place. There'll be a Q&A with director John McClaverty. There'll also be a live debate with researcher Alan McKenna from Loch Ness, along with a witness account. So we're getting in deep.
Get it? Deep.
Yeah. Deep into the loch. General manager of the Loch Ness Center, Paul Nixon, says, "Last year we captured the world's attention with one of the biggest ever searches for Nessie." And now that is referenced, I think I do recall that. We talked about how they were going to put a new search on, but nothing ever came out of it. This year we are determined to find out more about the elusive Loch Ness Monster. Again, asking for the help of budding monster hunters to help us in our quest, asking for the help from experts, and excited to make this the biggest search ever as we look for new equipment and technology to help us. And again, asking for NASA. It just doesn't say here in this reference whether NASA had actually been contacted or if NASA responded. I mean, I figure what's NASA doing these days? I mean, we're not launching space rockets anymore.
Yeah, they are.
I thought.
They're preparing to go to the moon again. The Artemis missions.
Yeah. I'm thinking of in most recent. Remember when all the space shuttle missions ended? We didn't have an active space program in that capacity.
Yeah, they work with SpaceX too. Launching the Elon Musk's rockets and whatnot. So.
Yeah, and I have deep respect for NASA, too, for all that they have done ever since the beginnings of the space agency, from where we were then to where we are today and some of the future possibilities. But, hey, why not?
They're also hugely involved in searching for exoplanets, which are planets outside the solar system, and trying to determine whether or not those planets would be suitable for human life.
Well, that's,
or just life in general.
isn't that the future we talk about trying to become some setup? Mars is often talked about. Maybe they could find Nessie on one of those planets. Now, wouldn't that be fun? If that's, hey, you see, Nessie was not in the lock all these years.
Nessie's not a leftover dinosaur. She's an alien from another planet.
That could explain a lot of things. Well, we'll put a link up on our morning team page in case you want to check it out. And maybe you'd like to get involved, too, when it comes to the availability to be part of the search again, because you can do so through the live cameras on the Loch Ness website. The latest search for Nessie.